fucking film the fucking show and shut the fuck up.
Okay.
And stop asking me stupid questions. I'll
This
stab
guy
you in the
loves
side.
the question.
I'll stab you in the side of the fucking ribs, you Russian weirdo. Are you Russian?
No.
Oh, sorry. Yeah? How much if we just want to sit on the bike?
Oh, I can just sit there for...
Is it okay? Here, let's
Just for a second?
Yeah, no.
You wanna
Is this
sit
your
in this
bike? No, I like this one.
Is this one not yours?
Here.
That's not mine.
All right.
This is the one of our
Good
drivers.
start.
Yeah.
Hey, Pauly, I'm Matt DeVlieger.
Hi, Master Flieger.
How's everything been going?
It's been cool. It's nice to still be in the business, I guess.
Yeah.
20 years later or so, you know? People are, I guess, interested in whatever it is that I'm doing, except for these people watching.
Yeah.
They're like, what the
Completely
fuck are you guys
unassuming.
interviewing that fucking guy for? No,
I heard he was dead.
Yeah, look at this cute couple right here.
Oh, yeah.
Hi, guys. You guys are sweet. That's when the camera pans over, but
Yeah,
don't worry
yeah.
about me. What's your camera? You guys gotta listen, bro. This guy over here, he doesn't listen.
Hey, camera B, get a couple of those sweethearts, please.
When I speak, you gotta listen to what I'm saying, and then you pan over. Have you done this before? I'm just kidding.
It's all right. Get a little bit of animosity first. We'll have kind of like a hate sex thing going on between
Yeah,
you and
this
the
is good.
camera.
I like this guy's mustache.
Yeah. Mustachio.
Hello.
So let's just focus on everyone else. I mean, you want to
Yeah,
go
that's
talk
what
to
I'm
folks,
saying.
or you
Well,
kind
New
of
York, look at these guys. Oh my God. What's up, guys? Hello. I mean,
People-
New York's got, that's
yeah.
what I'm saying. It's like, not that you're not interesting to look at, but you're not as
Thank you, I
bizarre as
appreciate
these
it.
people that are walking by.
bizarre looks are
Yeah.
something that you're familiar with. Speaking of that, like, I know you from MTV growing up, television almost every day, I think, for quite a while.
You were probably really little when my show came out.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, little
Probably.
baby.
I was
How old
born in
are you?
'84.
Oh,
27
84.
now.
Okay, so my show came out in the 90s. So.
So I mean, you were doing something where you're out on the street, you're talking to people, you're at every major event, and you were just being yourself. What was it like to have such an awesome job?
It's a good question. It was, I didn't look at it as a job. I look at it as a party. You know, it was like, yo, let's just go over here and fuck with these people and you know, and just have fun in a nice way though, not in a mean spirited. My stuff was never mean spirited. It's like you watch guys like Sacha Baron Cohen right now, who to me are like he's like genius. Like he's really funny, but his stuff's harsh. My stuff isn't harsh. You know what I mean? My stuff comes from a kind of more of a real place.
He puts himself out as a character, right? He's not
Yeah.
going out as Sacha Baron Cohen.
Right.
But that brings up a question for me, like what was Weasel? Who is Weasel? What is Weasel?
It was kind of who I was, you know, back in the day. Now I'm kind of just like stripped down Pauly, where it's still the same guy, but it's not, you know what I mean? It's not like, you know, before it was more like that, you know what I mean? When I was first starting out, it was more like that. Now it's like kind of just just a boring guy, I guess.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, I'm all right.
Yeah, but what was Weasel? Where did it come from?
It was just something that kind of developed on MTV. You know, the pausing in between words, and it almost happened by accident. I think the first word that I said was major, because it was like I was
Major.
I was introducing a video on MTV, and I was like, yo, check it out, Rock the Cradle of Love, Billy Idol, because it's gonna be major. You know?
Right, okay.
And that was like the first one, and then I started pausing between but and grindage, and it just kind of started flowing, and then my rhythm just kind of got more comfortable, and then my style kind of just created on MTV, you know.
So like you're pretty much of a linguistic genius. You're like the Noam Chomsky of MTV in a way. So what was your favorite word that you came up with? I mean, there are plenty of them.
I don't know. I mean, check out the wood you created was pretty cool. You check out the wood you created, or what's up, buddy, or who's in the juice.
Yeah.
You know, so I don't know. I mean, it's funny because you look back. You know, you're such a young guy, and it's like you look back on me as like this guy. You know what I mean? That was someone you grew up with, and then here you are just speaking to him. You know, and it's kind of weird because. And for me, it's weird that I'm looking at you going like as a young guy that was kind of influenced by whatever it is that I did, you know. So it's just weird. Both I think both of us. It's a weird thing, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's kind of cool, you know.
It happens, especially
yeah.
in a city like this. right?
Yeah, it's beautiful.
When people do stop you, what do they say normally?
I don't know. They smile because you know I touch them some
Just
way.
stop there. Touch them.
Yeah, I touch them. You know, some way with the stuff that I've done, you know. I'm very fortunate that my stuff the people that do know who I am, the stuff has, I don't know, it's all races, all ages, all styles, everyone smiles. I just did the Wendy Williams show, and most of the people there are black, you know what I mean? Like, and I'm going, yo, bro, and everyone just, it's cool. I'm lucky. I'm very lucky, you know what I mean? I'm lucky that I was able to, my style was able to be all styles, which is cool,
So,
which is weird about my movie right here, like, that we're promoting, the Country Music Channel movie. It's like, people are like, why the hell are you on the Country Music Channel? Like, that's not, you do you know any country songs?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I'm like, no. No, like, why the hell are you doing on our channel? And I'm like, I guess because my style, fits the South and the Midwest. I think it's based, definitely it surrounds Son-in-Law, but I think that I think my style is very free and having a good time, and people, again, in the South and the Midwest, they don't care, you know what I mean? They're, everyone sits on their porches, or they go to the Walmarts, or they go to the, wherever they go, and they fuck around, and they drink their beer, and they got their mullets, and
it's a little unpretentious.
It's just, they don't care, and that's the style that they relate to, that I had,
You must have seen a lot.
Yeah.
Comedy clubs. So you grew up in a comedy club, perhaps, right?
Yeah.
Like, were you around it every day?
Well, since I was 4.
Uh-huh.
My mom's like a legend in the comedy business, Mitzi Shore. She started the Comedy Store with my dad back in the early 70s. So, my parents divorced and my mom got the club, and she, is like the Mother Teresa of comedy. She's seen it all, and she developed all these different comedians in the 70s and 80s,
How much is that a part of you? I mean, it seems like it's something that you can't separate.
Yeah, it is and it isn't. You know what I mean? It's interesting. I think it's 50-50. I think it's my roots, but it's not who I am. You know what I mean? Who I am is pretty much what people know, like the movies and MTV and all that stuff,
Is there any comic from your youth that really particularly influenced you?
Well, George Carlin was fucking genius. And to me, he wasn't even a comedian. He was more just like, but that was like funny on top of it, And then Sam Kinison, Richard Pryor was great, and then Dice when he first started. I mean, they all started with my mom. So this is the 40-year anniversary of the Comedy Store. So yeah, man, they all kind of changed my diapers. It was a cool time. It was the 70s and 80s. So yeah,
those were the days.
Yeah, the days are now though too, man. Yeah. The days are now though too.
You're a comedy person. Comedy's your life. You're a comedian.
Yeah. I mean, that's part of the reasons why I don't have a girlfriend, wife, kids, because you can't really. I mean, I think successfully have that if you're always traveling.
There are benefits to being single also. I'm sure you pluck the fruits of that, right?
No, never. Never.
I mean, I've heard you talking about hanging out at the Playboy Mansion. Howard Stern is like in awe of your sex life.
Yeah, he likes that. Yeah, he likes that stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think he likes my honesty,
Yeah.
So.
You were the god of spring break for maybe 10 years. What are some of your best memories of spring break?
No memories. When I first hit MTV, it was me and Christian Slater, kind of like in my hotel room, going like no one knew us. They weren't really putting us on camera, and then like my stuff hit, and then like 2 years later, I'm like the man there.
Mm-hmm.
So I've had several kind of thoughts about spring break. First one was like, look at all these crazy people, and they're all like pushing me out of the way. And then 2 years later, all the crazy people are like, yo, bro,
What's the favorite person that you've ever interviewed?
Man, I don't know. I've interviewed so many people. I mean, I liked a long time ago when I was on MTV, I interviewed Keanu Reeves. That was pretty cool because he was like off of Bill and Ted's, and he came before me.
Was that drug-induced, or you guys really like that all the time? You don't have to.
No, I don't. I'm not quite sure. I don't know if I was probably drunk, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know if I was like on drugs. I was probably drunk.
And Keanu?
Because he was probably drunk.
Well, you tried out for the part in Bill and Ted.
Yeah, it was my first audition ever, and I got, me and my friend Donovan Leach, we got to the end, and then that's kind of where I started acting and stuff.
What was your favorite movie to work on?
Studio films, probably. I'd have to say. Son-in-Law was cool. It took me from the MTV kind of kid audience to like mainstream.
Mm-hmm.
and that was really cool. You know, I toured actually all over the world with that film.
When's Biodome 2 coming out? When
Yeah.
is Encino Man 2 coming out? Something
When
like
the
that.
phone rings, I'm
Yeah.
not in charge of that. You know what I mean?
I'll be sure.
Hi, how you doing?
Can I ask you this? How did you make the 90s look so awesome?
I don't know. I just hit the nerve, I guess. I don't know what to say.
Were they awesome?
Yeah, they were awesome. And it was before the internet. You know what I mean? I think the internet fucked everything up, to be quite honest. You know what I mean? Everything's free. I mean, think about it. When was the last time you download porn and paid for it? Never. But that's terrible. What about these poor porn stars? They need to get paid too.
So when people ask, is Pauly Shore dead? What are you doing now? Are you touring?
I'm just doing the same thing that I've always done. It's just there's just not someone that's got millions and millions of dollars behind me. You know, I had people, when I first started, I had people that I looked up to, and you guys look up to me or whoever else, and just be inspired. You know, you don't have to be inspired by comedians. You have to be inspired by shit that's real. You know, it's not, you know, whether it's music, comedy, you know, a movie, that should inspire you. And it's not like, oh, I got to watch someone that, you know, is so funny. It's like, no, you got to be inspired by things that are real.
Anything else you want to say? We'll wrap it up, or anything else?
No,
you want to say?
I want to get more a bigger gay audience. That's my one thing.
All right.
Yeah.
And,
so if there's any gay people that, you know, come see me, bro. What the fuck?
This guy's into it.
Yeah.
I mean, I can probably tell you where to go. But
Are you gay?
no, I'm not. But I mean, it's
Would you
not hard to
consider
find,
changing?
right? Well, you know, if you ask nicely. No, probably not. Oh man,
No, I'm
look
just
at
kidding.
that! Right on the street.
What's your name?
I'm Matt.
Matt Pauly.
Nice to meet you.
All right, dude. I gotta roll.
All right. Yep. We're wrapping
Later.
it up. All right. Thanks a lot, Pauly.
Thanks, dude.
Appreciate it.
No
See ya.
problem.
Take care.
Peace.